Okay, so my storage got full. I had to delete a few apps. Um, so what I was saying, we're very grateful, right? And I enjoy um sitting and eating and having a meal with my son. If that's breakfast or dinner, depending what kind of day we're having, depending if we have school in the morning, we we have breakfast in the car usually. And, my son's not, we're not very hungry in the morning, especially if it's early. So we have dinner, on those busy days, we have dinner together and, no, majority of the time, no devices, no phone, no tablet, and just enjoying ourselves. Um, little things like that matter to me. Um, and yeah, so last night, I we have each other's phone numbers, and she sends like little uh pictures of like holidays and all that, like happy Christmas and all that. I don't respond, I don't reply, because it's just when I start feeling the energy of she is planning, she is wanting to act upon, she is trying to siphon my energy, she is copycatting me. um she's taking my essence, trying to be like me. We are always up leveling, we're always like upgrading, we're always like just changing and learning and improving our lives every time. So every time I see her, it's like I'm a totally different person. And that's just like, that's why a lot of relationships don't work unless you're with a chosen one, and you understand and you're awakened and you speak the truth and you're authentic, like you're not gonna understand or relate or know anything, if they don't understand your walk in life, the struggles, the trauma, like the shit you've been through, like what's the point of being in a relationship? Um, so my past relationships, no one's ever like can catch up to me. They can't handle me. Like we're too fucking like intelligent, too quick, too fast. Like it could be days, weeks, months, depending if we have awakenings, if we have like timeline shifts, like anything, like we're ready, like on another level, you know? So regular people cannot, they just don't, you know, they don't understand, it's like if you're dating someone for 3, 4 months, 5 months, like you're already a different person, like you can't talk about the same things like when you started dating or getting to know each other. Like we have to be on the same level, spiritually, um basically. And you know and open, open to this, so I saw her last night and I'm like, ugh, just her being, her essence, her eyes, it's just like monitoring spirit, like, just looking. I'm like, she's she's dabbled in like witchcraft and like tarot card readings a while back, so she knows about spirituality and like manipulation and all that. I don't know in what depth, because she doesn't say. She keeps it to herself, and I know for a fact that she's still does it. But very secretive, because she's now a Christian. And so, she gave me some bad juju, some bad, like, evil eye or negative energy, some envy, because I'm minding my own business. The kids are running around. They haven't been in school or with other kids for 2 weeks because it's like winter break, so they need to like let some energy out at midnight. They're running around us, and we just let them. But yeah, I'm like, my energy is like, I'm protecting it. You can stay there. I'll be friendly. We'll be talking normal things, the moon and this and that. Like, sometimes you just have to. Like, I am a deep person, deep thinker, talker, like, about, like, talking about the weather or, like, whatever. It's just, like, ill, it's so boring. But that's why I can't do small talk. I can't. Like, I go straight into the deep, and people, it's like, I'm too much for people. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. And then, from like the previous video I posted about like people's energy like tugging on us, or wanting to come back energetically, or to tap in, like from people we've left in the past behind, 2025. Especially people get in their fucking feelings and all this crap. They're drinking, they're whatever, contemplating, they're reflecting, because that's what it is, for these worldly people. And so I had a lot of that. And then my neighbor who drinks, he's a younger guy, but it's just weird, not creepy weird, but creepy weird. It's like, he's cool, he's chill, he has his friends, he minds his business, but since he's moved in, like, I introduced myself, he introduced himself, he got my name, stalking me on Facebook, always searching on me for like, you could tell when people are like people you may know and they pop up. But always, looking at my profile, and it's like whatever. But like, for months, right? He stopped a few months ago, but for months doing that, I'm like, okay, maybe he's interested. Like, I know he likes me, or he's thinks whatever, but after that, it's like avoidance, like being the total opposite, like not wanting, just being like a douchebag. I'm like, okay, you check me up on Facebook like every fucking day or whatever. It's just weird, weird energy. Like, you're insecure. Like, if you like someone, just ask them out, like, especially if you're neighbors or you see each other every once a week or whatever, for example. And I just took off my camera from my front door. I don't want no cameras, but when I, would have my camera for safety reasons, yeah, it's just a bunch of shit. I'm like, he was dating someone and he's trying to make the girl, I don't know what full of shit he was putting into her, but sometimes she would come to his house and like she would be like making these like nasty faces to my camera or to my door, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know you. It's just weird shit, like trying to make the girl jealous, Like, I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm the shit, but like, get a fucking life, you know? Like, find another hobby, something that actually improves your life, you know? But I got some petty, a low vibrational, negative energy last night from him. Like, everything just happened after midnight. When midnight hit, it was like, you know, little things here and there. And then I didn't sleep too good. I felt hungover this morning. I'm like, that's not my fucking energy. So I'm like, I know that's the ex, you know? I know that's the ex, and he purposely sent over some cash through, you know, like wire transfer. I don't know how that works. He's been blocked. I don't know how that works, but he tried to do that this morning. I'm like, okay, I know that's your energy, right? Also, I'm feeling hungover from the people next door. Like, it's not all the time that I literally absorb people's like being, or like, you know, it's not intentional, it just happens sometimes. So I was just feeling really like hungover, like tired, and I don't know, it was just weird. It was really weird. Even my son, he's napping right now, he's exhausted. Just the energy shift, the energy was like, it's more heavy today for some reason, you know. Well, we know the reason why. His grandfather's been tugging on him too, energetically. And that's a no-no, so I need to protect him in that way. You know, he's been a little irritated and sad, or just pissed, missing, you know. So that's that. What else? So what I wanted to say. Okay, affirmations. Mystic Beauty from YouTube. I love her. She does readings for us chosen ones. She's so awesome. I've been following her for almost 5 years. Yeah. And she's awesome. She's helped me heal. She's helped a lot. And she has awesome products. She does tarot readings, and she makes her own cards. Personally, you know, I've tried tarot cards. You know, I tried one deck about 2 years ago, and it wasn't me. You know, it's just not my way, you know. So I need to find a way, like maybe scrying or doing other things, you know. But I have my ways of, you know, tapping in and things like that. But, you know, she was mentioning today that we should do like affirmations and things like this, speaking things, you know, like our throat chakra is very important. My voice is very important, you know, in this lifetime, you know, and saying affirmations, you know. So here we go. I am a multi-millionaire. I am healthy, mind, body, soul, and spirit. I am at the top of my game. I am on my highest timeline. I am with my kingdom spouse, my God-ordained spouse. We are happily in love, and it is mutual. Amen. Alright, so those are some affirmations, and I want to get more into it, you know, affirming every day different things, you know, having sticky notes around the house, and, you know, saying affirmations. You know, when we're doing chores, when I'm washing dishes, I don't have a dishwasher, so I'm always washing dishes. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's fine. I don't know why. Like, who cares? But yeah, you know, like having a sticky note on top of, like, you know, the cabinets, and while I'm washing dishes, I could say those affirmations, you know, things like this.